Ma'asim, Acts 14. And it came to pass in Iconium that they went both together into the synagogue of the Yehudim, and so spoke, that a great multitude both of the Yehudim and also of the Yavanim believed. But the unbelieving Yehudim stirred up the other nations, and made their minds evil affected against the brethren. Long time therefore abode they, speaking boldly in Yahuwah, which gave testimony unto the word of his grace, and granted signs and wonders to be done by their hands. But the multitude of the city was divided, and part held with the Yehudim, and part with the apostles. And when there was an assault made both of the other nations, and also of the Yehudim with their rulers, to use them despitefully, and to stone them, they were ware of it, and fled unto Lystra and Derbe, cities of Iconium, and unto the region that lies round about. And there they preached the Besorah. And there sat a certain man at Lystra, impotent in his feet, being a cripple from his mother's womb, who never had walked. The same heard Paul speak, who steadfastly beholding him, and perceiving that he had belief to be healed, said with a loud voice, Stand upright on your feet. And he leaped and walked. And when the people saw what Paul had done, they lifted up their voices, saying in the speech of Lycaonia, The Elohim are come down to us in the likeness of men. And they called Barnabas Jupiter, and Paul Mercurius, because he was the chief speaker. Then the priest of Jupiter, which was before their city, brought oxen and garlands unto the gates, and would have done sacrifice with the people. Which when the apostles, Barnabas and Paul, heard of, they rent their clothes, and ran in among the people, crying out, and saying, Sirs, why do ye these things? We also are men of like passions with you, and preach unto you that ye should turn from these vanities unto the living Yahuwah, which made heaven and earth, and the sea, and all things that are therein, who in times past suffered all nations to walk in their own ways. Nevertheless, he left not himself without witness, in that he did good, and gave us rain from heaven, and fruitful seasons, filling our hearts with food and gladness. And with these sayings scarce restrained they the people, that they had not done sacrifice unto them. And there came thither certain Yehudim from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead. Howbeit, as the Talmudim stood round about him, he rose up, and came into the city. And the next day he departed with Barnabas to Derbe. And when they had preached the Besorah to that city, and had taught many, they returned again to Lystra, and to Iconium, and Antioch, confirming the souls of the Talmudim, and exhorting them to continue in the belief, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahuwah. And when they had ordained them elders in every assembly, and had prayed with fasting, they commended them to Yahuwah, on whom they believed. And after they had passed through Pisidia, they came to Pamphylia. And when they had spoken the Torah of Yahuwah in Perga, they went down into Italia, and thence sailed to Antioch, from whence they had been recommended to the grace of Yahuwah for the work which they fulfilled. And when they were come, and had gathered the called out assembly together, they rehearsed all that Yahuwah had done with them, and how he had opened the door of belief unto the other nations. And there they abode long time with the Talmudim.